Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the Not Another Mom podcast. It's time to take that mom hat off because this is after hours and I'm making you off the clock. This podcast is here to help you know your worth because damn girl, you're a goddess who deserves to live the life of your dreams. I'm your host, Lesley Sprague. And we talk everything from manifesting to motherhood. Yes, those little monkeys will still creep in here or there. Spirituality to girl talk with your besties. And from business to finding that balance in life. I'm here to remind you that you are worth it. Life gets to be easy for you and your dreams really can come true. So grab your favorite glass of wine, craft beer, or if you're a whiskey and diet kind of girl, grab that and let's get this show on the road. Hey beauties, and welcome back to the Not Just Another Mom podcast. I am your host, Lesley, and as always, I am so grateful that you are here with me this week. Okay, you guys, I have been dealing with this, with a few of my clients, and I thought it needed to be addressed here on the podcast. So one of the things that people often struggle with is learning to trust their intuition. And my biggest advice to my clients when they come up against this obstacle is, not even just learning to trust your intuition, but also learning to how to know and be able to trust what ideas that they should follow. And I always say the same thing. This idea originally came about when we were on a binge for watching Cobra Kai with the family. It was a family show. We love it. But if you're not familiar with Cobra Kai, it is a show all about karate and the Karate Kid movies from the 80s. So what I say to my clients is that those ideas and thoughts that you have come to you for a specific reason. They are designed for you, nobody else. It is your ability and your power and your choice to choose to accept those thoughts or reject them. But those ideas come to you for a reason. And that is the universe working with you to have your back, to create your best life. And it's your job to decide which ones you want to follow. You don't have to follow them all, but choose which ones you want to follow. That is the beauty in this, is learning to trust that muscle. Those ideas are coming to you for a reason. And this is where we get into the karate aspect. I'm trying to think of the right word. The flip side to that is that I say to them, you are not getting the idea to start up a karate school. You don't get that idea until I've just maybe planted it in your head. But if you are not into karate, if you don't live and breathe karate and are obsessed with it, it's not going to come into your idea realm. It's not going to come into your wheelhouse. That is the power of showing you that your ideas are specifically designed to you. Trust your ideas, trust what comes to you, and choose which ones you want to follow. So this is where we get into the subject of mud cake. I did a little teaser on my Instagram yesterday that this episode was about karate school and mud cake. And this is where we get into this piece of it. Because if a person like me decided that I wanted to open up a karate school, It would be like eating mud cake. I can make the cake look really good and make my school look good. I can create a great website. The decor inside would be fabulous. But behind all of that would be mud. I don't have the slightest clue how to teach karate, and I don't have the confidence to teach karate, nor do I want to teach karate. So it would be like very disaligned with myself. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a piece that is awkward, where you are beginning your entrepreneurial journey, your spiritual journey, whichever journey you're on, and you begin to question what is going on inside you, and you're learning to build that confidence within yourself. When you dive into the energy work and clear up those blocks that are holding you back, build that confidence that is happening inside you, that's when the mud cake becomes this gourmet cake that you are offering to people. I hope that makes sense, because now as I'm reflecting back, I am feeling muddy because I begin to question. We all question ourselves, but when we don't take care of our inner self, our inner beings, and lighten our load energetically, spiritually, mentally, all of those things, we feel like mud. And I don't know about you, but like I want to feel like a luxurious, delicious cake. So that being said, this is part of the shift. This is the shift that is being called from many different areas, and I've seen it time and time again. The people that I'm working with are noticing a shift in themselves. They're wanting those deeper connections. They're wanting to create those more spiritual connections inside themselves, inside their relationships, and all of those things. I was recently working with a client, and we were working on creating a visualization for her program. And one of the things that I strive for when doing something like this is I can't create a visualization for a client to use for their clients, but we can combine both of our powers to create the ultimate shift for them. I very much believe that my superpower and your superpower combined are what gets you to the deepest transformation. And it was in this moment that she realized that this is where the shift began. She was thinking that the visualization was going to be more masculine driven, like seeing lots of to-do lists and things like that. But when the visualization unfolded, it became much more deeper and spiritual. And this is part of the beauty of our work, is because quite often the clients that we are working with are a reflection of our own work that we are doing. So when you're working with your clients, notice that you have this mirror up in front of you. Notice those moments where you're guiding them on what to do, and you're like, oh, shit, I need to do that myself. So the point being is that we are subtly and unsubtly being called for this shift. And this is why I have created my newest offer. This is called, quite simply, The Shift. And what this does is we have some energetic sessions together. One, getting clear on the goals that you want for 2023, or if you're listening to this at another time other than January, the goals that you want, period. We get clear on that, and then we recalibrate your energy and mindset around that. And when we recalibrate that is when the shift happens. The shift also begins to happen when you connect to your business from an energetic level. So a lot of my clients I don't offer my 5D business readings one-on-one anymore because I'm being called to, you guessed it, take my clients deeper than that. And I was finding that people would come for a 5D reading and then be not get the deepness that they needed. Or so I think. Anyway, but we also do a 5D reading inside of the shift because this is where my clients' light bulbs go off. And then once we do the 5D reading, we do an energetic alignment around the blocks that we discovered inside the goal setting session and inside the 5D reading. This is where we clear your blocks, and this is where the shift happens. From you going to eating mud cake to creating a life of eating luxurious, delicious cakes. That's just my analogy, but you get the picture. So this is exclusive right now. I haven't even created a sales page, but if you are interested in getting the shift, send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email and let's get you signed up, you guys, because there has been so much tremendous power lately in the work that I've been doing with my clients, and my clients are seeing tremendous results. Like, it is mind-blowing. We are connecting dots between business, relationship, and health goals like they have never seen before. And you have this power to choose how you want your life to play out. I know we talk about this a lot on the podcast, but this is the year that you get to make that happen. You get to transform your life in any way you need and want. And that is the power. So I invite you to join me on this journey. I invite you into the shift. And if this has your calling in it, then send me a DM and let's get started. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. We will chat with you again next week. Thank you so much for listening. If you love this episode, will you do me a favor and help spread the love? Go ahead and leave a 5-star review and share this episode on your Insta stories. If we aren't yet connected on Instagram, come follow me at Lesley & Co. XO. And since everybody spells my name wrong, that's Lesley & Co. XO. And leave me a line and say hi. Have an amazing day, beautiful, and we'll catch you next week.